Alright, let's do some tactics here on lichess. Alright, looks like we've got an endgame type of situation. Let me go back a few moves, see how we got into this position, just to get a little bit of okay, check by white. Black goes king c5. So white is behind. We're going to get checkmated on b2 if we're not careful, so we have to go in for the kill. We are behind in material. So I think queen to a7 check forces the white king only to two possible alternative squares, and then queen will then follow up on d4, and that would be a checkmate regardless of which square the black king is on. So weak dark squares, I think that's the answer. There's no way that black can block it, so let's try it. Okay, queen to d5, very good. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, white to move again. f7, and immediately we can see the tactic here. However, once queen takes on f7, king's going to go into the corner, and then we have to play queen f6, and I think that's the checkmate there. So good, let's give it a shot. I don't see how black can defend. And then queen f6. Okay, good. So a checkmate in 2. Very good. Let's go on to the next one. Okay. Black to move. My queen is under attack. However, the white king is really exposed here. So the immediate move of queen b4 wins a piece. After bishop d2, queen takes knight. But we may have some other counter chances with bishop f2 first. King then plays to d2. And then, well, I don't have the d4 square, but I do have the e3 square. So queen e3, I think, would be a checkmate on the white king. So always be careful with some of these tactics that you go for the immediate little material little material taking, and you miss the checkmate. When you see a good move, look for a better one. So I think this works. Yeah, and now queen to e3, those weak dark squares. Yeah, so don't go for that bait. Don't fall for the little trick. I'm pretty sure a lot of players do, and that's why this puzzle is missed a lot. Okay, let's go on to the next one. White to move. We immediately try to trade everything. We don't want to trade everything off here. We're going to lose. So let's look for a strong continuation. I like f5, pawn f5, getting the pawn involved. The king can run away. Runs away here. We're going to win material on d6 once the bishop becomes involved. The king can play to f6. After f5, king f6, and then you're just going to lose material. And if king plays up, then I think we just play f4 with a checkmate following, I think. I don't know, we can still just win material. I don't think there's a checkmate. But let's... No, the king can't go up. There's a rook there, duh. Okay. King can't move up. So after f4... I'm sorry, f5 check. King's got only two alternatives, both of which is going to lead to losses. So let's go. Let's play it. Okay, he's going to go back there. Now we just have to be careful, because after rook takes... Yeah, okay, so they're not going to have us look any further. But the idea is after bishop takes, now the bishop's pinned on d6, and either bishop to f4 or bishop to c4. No, well, maybe c5 is not as strong, because you do have some counterplay. Well, you just take with the bishop. But I think bishop, yeah, bishop f4 would be stronger, and now the bishop's going to fall with check. It just forces the action a little better. So, okay. So they didn't have us look that far, but yeah, black is just dropping material here. So, all right, next one. Okay. So black is down, so obviously we need a really strong continuation. We could check. King's going to come out, and now we're down material. But the thing about the knight is that it's a great defender against a passed pawn, but not when it's too close. The pawn's not too close to the queen square, so we may have to sacrifice the rook here. Knight recaptures, and now pawn advances, and the knight can't cover the queening square. So let's say knight drops back, pawn advances. Oh, yeah, knight's out of the queening square, and the pawn will queen. Even with the knight here, going here because the pawn's here, pawn advances, the knight can't catch the pawn. So here I think it's the rook sack. So let's play it. Pawn advances, knight runs away. He's going to get a check, but there's no danger here because the pawn is too far away. Yeah, so king. Okay, we got to be careful because the knight's going to play here. We have to be careful. So if I play king to d5, knight plays to b3, I can't advance the pawn, so I play king to c4, knight entrenched in the corner, and now I'm coming towards the knight. King will advance. King takes knight. The white king is blocked out. Okay, that looks good to me. King can go there, that's fine. It's the same difference. Okay, very good. That was a little bit longer. They had us go all the way to the end, and that's why it's important sometimes we have to analyze to the end, because we don't know when they're going to have us analyze and take the problem all the way to the end. So very good. This is an easy win for black. Black will just pop the king out and promote the pawn, and easy win. Let's go to the next one. All right. My instinct tells me black's in trouble here. The only issue that I see is that a direct attack with the queen doesn't really work, because black just has a lot of ways to block, and then the black king will be safe once the G file is closed. So we had to find a way to wiggle in, get this bishop to have to block, and then checkmate on g7. So I'm even thinking here, maybe a sacrifice is called for. Queen takes, and now rook takes, with the threat of rook g5. And that would force this action check. The king has to move either way, and then the rook would go the opposite way. And there'd be a checkmate following. But with after the rook is on f5, I don't think black has any. I don't think black has any counterattack. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Queen takes, rook takes. Yeah, he's gonna take the pawn, but now he's gonna drop material, right? Yeah, he has to drop the material in order to prevent the checkmate, because the checkmate's coming. So, okay, that was even easier than we could have planned. Okay, so we'll stop here on this for this video. Just keep it short, and we'll come back with some more tactics in the next one. So thank you so much.